What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to another South Bay Rebel video, and today I have a couple finds from the local thrift shop. One is this brickhead set of the Mandalorian and the Child, or Grogu, and then the other one is that Batman set from the Junior's Lego collection in the back there. We'll start with this brickhead one because it's a pretty known set, been out for a little while. We already have this in my household. Paid about $8 for it. The box is completely trashed, but it is sealed and new in box, technically. I don't know if $8 was a good deal, probably not, but it was hard to pass up a sealed set of 2 brickheads for that price. And I feel like I've seen it on sale for as low as about 12, so 8 with a banged up box still seemed like a pretty good deal. The wild card here was this Lego Batman, Superman, and Lex Luthor Jr.'s set. This is one I have not seen, not able to check the date on this so far. I can get back to y'all in the comments section, or the details section rather, but it isn't one that I remember seeing anytime recently, so it struck me as one that was a little bit older. $10, and it was resealed. I could tell with a big piece of masking tape that was across one side and taping down a flap on one end there. As you can see, one side was broken on the original tape seals, and then there's that big strip of tape. But I decided to take a gamble anyways, knowing that this had been opened, and I always am optimistic that they're going to be complete when I get them home. I've even found that not only have some of them been complete, but they've had extra stuff in that somebody just shoved inside there. So we'll get this open and we'll see what we've got. All right, moment of truth. So I do see a Ziploc. I'm glad they were thoughtful enough to put it in a Ziploc. Sometimes they just throw it back in there loose. And, you know, every once in a while a piece will slip through the cracks and out of one of the corners of a box when that happens. So nice to see that it was in a Ziploc. Does look like the instructions are here, so that's good. I'm also seeing a bag that appears to be sealed, or mostly sealed. It is a original numbered bag, so that's a good sign so far. It is a small set, I will say, so 2 bags is probably all that this came with, seeing as it's only 164 pieces. I do see a minifigure torso there, so that's promising. And as we look at the Ziploc bag, looks pretty full. I'm seeing some minifig parts in there as well, so I'm pretty hopeful that this one's going to be all complete, or at least pretty near complete. So we'll dump out some of this stuff, get a closer look at what the parts are here. That looks like a new cape in box, which is good as well. So pretty promising, pretty hopeful that this is going to be 100%. We'll get it all sorted out here and try and put it together just to confirm. And pulling some of this stuff out of the Ziploc now, which I assume is from bag 1. Off to a good start. We already have a minifigure here that looks like the Lex Luthor figure, so that's pretty cool to see. We'll get these instructions out. I think I caught a glimpse there of the Superman figure also, and yeah, let's see what we've got. So the instructions are a little bent. We can get those flattened out. Not a big deal, but pretty sure all 2 bags are contained within that one little book. Yeah, we've got the Superman figure here and another small bag of smaller pieces that looks like it was unopened as well from bag 1. A second cape that is sealed in box, so it's always nice to have a fresh, flat, and pristine cape. So pretty cool that those are intact. Just looks like somebody maybe started to put this together and gave up pretty quickly. So their loss is my gain, and here is the results. It does turn out that this is 100% complete, and it put together pretty nicely. For being a juniors set and a play set that's aimed for a much smaller, younger audience, it still is pretty neat, has some pretty cool play features, including this Batcave part of it, where it has that disc launcher. You've got a little red bat phone there, and just a neat little setup for Batman himself. And then you've got this small Batmobile. I do like the detail on that printed tile for the console and gauge cluster area. And moving on to Lex Luthor's vehicle, not really my thing. This set in general isn't something that I would gravitate towards, but it's neat that it's all there. It does have some more moving pieces. This kind of is halfway between a vehicle and a mech. It's got arms and an actuating claw as well. And yeah, it's got that laser beam coming out of the right hand. Just an interesting take on a set. I think this is made to kind of represent the kryptonite threat that Lex Luthor has to use against Superman, if you know anything about that lore. And then you've got the minifigures themselves. Now, there's nothing incredibly special about any of these. I will say the Lex Luthor one is one of the more intriguing of them. It has nice back printing, as you can see with that top armor piece off. My favorite part, though, has got to be the red eye look for Superman. It, of course, comes with an alternate face where he's a bit happier, but I just thought that was pretty neat. He looks pretty menacing. You've got Batman, couple face prints for him, and he's actually in that blue and gray look, which is a bit of a contrast from the standard black and gray suit that we normally see him in. And then just a reminder, these did have capes. I just didn't open them up yet and throw them on these figures. Pretty happy with this haul. I probably won't do a video about the Grogu and Mando brickheads unless you really want to see it, but that's a pretty common set that's been out for a while. And this one was new to me, this Batman Lex Luthor Superman set. Happy to have found it for only $10 and super stoked that it was 100% complete and pretty much in brand new condition. None of these pieces really looked like they were worn or played with. Probably weren't even put together. I mean, 1.5 of these 2 bags of this set weren't even opened. So pretty nice to find stuff like that at the thrift shop still. Hoping I can find more stuff like that and bring you guys more content like this in the future. If you liked this video, give it a thumbs up. Stay tuned for more stuff like this. Subscribe so you don't miss out on any of it. And until the next time, I will catch you on the flip side.